nhớ trong quê nhà Pauv quê nhà về Merced, California. Nó là quê nhà nó chính chính đó bên Hmong community Merced vì đó có exhibit là Hmong Story 40. Là đó Merced chỉ bên của tao tua cộng khả năng cho nó chịu sẽ tua cái cho anh em chỉ support cho anh em chỉ tua cộng bên sẽ enjoy cái exhibit nó trong xe thì tao chỉ bên cho cái tin này cha sẽ là nhớ họ TV. Lu exhibit na kero share Pauv ha dia ni ha nya to ta lu Merced County Fairground ya kha cha pe na che pe chao ye lu che ro ta che thai che cho ne wo chi ya thia support ya pe cha mi tu mi nyu la ha tu shua ya dia ne la ha chi tao pa lu che thao nya na Fresno na che cha tu ka cha mi nyu ha pa ha dia pe cha wo ne wo chi ne cha wo ne wo chi ne ti ke trái kiến khi tí cái trả nhẹ tí cái plot cái tua cho tàu bé tua tí chờ nó bé cả bé giờ mình tụi mình nhua bỏ thì bao này cái trả nhẹ thế này lúc bé bỏ lại cha bao bé history bé mong giờ lên từ nhớ học Merced Fairground nó nhớ thầuวันที่ชาmột giờวันที่có plot làวันที่có chi yên thiết cái khai thác cho mong cho chi mong chỉ ta lên đó giờ thì họ mua phong yêu giờ mình cần là họ chỉ tàu bỏ là cho là tua thế đó họ thì là yêu chủ bảo thì bên mong là bên nhà thì chậm lo bên họ ba thì mình cần bên ba mình cần bỏ lấy cha bên cho nhẹ ba lần bỏ lấy cha cái gọi là họ bảo bên cho history thế bên nhau họ là dễ là rõ là họ lưu bên thế bên what gì là họ chơi bên thế nên là khả năng họ估chỉ ấy từ tại lúc chỉ khả năng từ khi bây giờ họ là cho Merced nên là này là thế Misty hơi thế là cho mùa là giờ là cho cứ Arizona Fresno là họ trong xe là họ cho Merced nó về bên từ họ chữ nhiệt chế thế họ là ba organize cả họ tàu nhớ cho Merced nó giờ này thấy cho nên sẽ tôi cùng thì này cả này họ bỏ thế này họ bao chỉ ta lên đó thà và chủ phòng công hồng rồi này cả cho họ tàu sẽ kiến cái nhau dùng ở trong đó.
Good morning. Why don't everybody take a seat? Those of you outside, as well as those of you walking around or mingling, let's start this program. So we're going to speak both Hmong and English today. Very important moment in Merced. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Thiam, or Bemong is Triplong Her. I was born in Laos in 1973, and then we crossed the Mekong River, stayed in the refugee camps, and resided in Portland, Oregon in 1980, and then moved down to Merced in 1981, and have been in Merced since then.
And good morning. My name is May7, and I will be one of your MCs today as well. Like Thiab, I was also a refugee. I was kind of lucky enough, I guess, I'm a little bit younger, so I migrated here when I was a lot younger. So I was born in Thailand, in Ban Vinai, one of the refugee camps out there in Thailand. I came here in 1986 and have been a resident of the city of Merced for 29 years. So chắc là hạt tôi ạ. Nhớ rằng cũng biết không mò cô yêu nhớ cho thay thế nhớ cho lu nhớ cho bạn vi này bây giờ lu Thailand refugee camp na cô tôi trong ít cho cô gì cho thì cái mình cả nó bây giờ lu cho Merced nó anh cô cho sáng hạt nó mới xuống lên từ tôi còn cái nó.
So where were you 40 years ago? Where were you? I want you to ponder that question a little bit. It was 1975, after the Vietnam War, the Hmong story started in the United States. And that's where the first wave of Hmongs in the United States. And that's why we're today. We are celebrating 40 years. Hence, the theme here is Hmong Story 40. In my dress here, we are part Hmong, part American. This is not traditional Hmong. And so as we talk today, we will do a little bit of English as well as Hmong. And so please bear with us for those non-English speakers. Chúng mình cho cái mong cái mình sẽ tao làm gì nó thầm mình chẳng sự cho mọi ý ha cho họ tại bây giờ cũng gì chứ trong tôi sẽ nói này bố giờ tại lâu cái bây giờ hay giờ đúng mong là lượng kỹ cho cô phình tao cái mình nhớ là bố của chị bao hay thì là kỹ tao. But we will also speak in Hmong and English between the two of us here. And
Yes, we will.
Yeah, so I know some Hmong and I know some Hmong as well too. So with that, first, let's recognize a few dignitaries here who are here for this very important event. And first is our very own Honorable Pauv. Please stand. We also have the presiding judge at Merced Court, the Honorable Brian McKay. Supervisor Hloov from Merced County. And Supervisor John Pedro. And we also have George Pedroso, which is City Merced's Mayor Pro Tem. Mayor Livingston, Rodrigo Espinoza. And we do have Dr. Dorothy Leland from UC Merced here. Okay, and I believe Dr. Gomes is here. Dr. Stephen Gomes from Merced County. And we also have Lee Lord, Merced County Supervisor Candidate. Lee Lord. And we have Chief of Police, Chu Peng Lo. He is the Defense Logistics Agency, San Joaquin, Tracy, California. Chu Peng, Chief of Police. I believe those are dignitaries and those here. I know that all of you are very important. I know that you are here, and we are, while we're not mentioning your name, we're not making any light that you're not important, because you are very important here today, and you are here for this very important event, and we are appreciative that you have made the time to be here. So. And with that,
I'll go ahead and take over.
Yes, ma'am.
So again, thank you so much for being here this morning. We do have a presentation on colors this morning for you guys. If I can have all of you guys please stand for this presentation on colors. And today we do have the wonderful Civil Air Patrol Fresno Composite Squadron 112 from Fresno today doing this for us. So we thank you so much for taking your time out of this Saturday to kind of do this presentation of colors for all of us here in Merced.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight
You may now be seated. Thank you so much again to Sarah Lee and the Civil Air Patrol President Project Squadron 112 from Fresno.
Thank you, Sarah. That was very beautiful. Please give a round of applause for Sarah for singing that.
And now we begin our main program. It is with great pleasure that I would like to introduce to you Mal Misty Her to say a few words on behalf of the Hmong Story 40 Project.
Good morning. How's everyone doing today on this beautiful Saturday? So welcome to the Hmong Story 40 exhibit, and this is truly an exciting day for Merced. Nhớ trong xia tàu tuần chỉ này sẽ là nó bây giờ mình tự mình nhớ và Hmong Story 40 exhibit nó bây trong xia hành thế bâyวันนี้เจ้าวันนี้chỉ cái này lúc xí hợp chính chính và tôi bắt kinh nó thiên thì bâyวันนี้trong hànhนั้นbây giờ nhiệt chỉ này sẽ đầu chúng ta chỉ ở bây giờ bảo tàu này giờ xin chỉวันnó này tôi cháu bây. So this morning, I'm going to do a little bit of Monglish because I don't have a person up here helping me. So I'm going to be speaking on behalf of the Hmong Story 40 team. And just so that you know, our team is made up of a collaborative from Fresno, Merced, and this is why we're here today, Sacramento, which will be going up in the fall. The exhibit will be traveling to Sacramento and Minnesota. And so it's truly a really big collaborative. And on behalf of our entire team, we want to extend our gratitude and appreciation to you for coming out on this very special day. If you're part of the Hmong Story 40 team, I just want you to invite, because I really need you to see who these hardworking individuals are. If you guys want to just come up really quick. So team, fast. Because without these individuals, what you see behind you and what you're going to experience today would never have happened. So let's give this team a big hand. Thank you very much, team. Okay, you guys can maybe go back. And so before I begin, I want to extend a really heartfelt thank you to the Merced team. It is really their hard work, their tireless efforts, their dedication, and their faith in this project that you are all and we are all here today. And without them, this would not have been a reality. They have been working every day, every night. Their weekends have been sacrificed so that they can do this for the city of Merced. And so truly, on behalf of our team, we want to thank the Merced team and their leadership here. I truly believe that there's a reason and a time for everything. And you might ask, how did all this come about? And who was involved? And why did Hmong Story 40 come to be? And so before I begin, I just want to invite if you served in the Vietnam War, will you please stand? Let's give them a hand. Thank you. This is why we did this. I also want to invite, if you are a survivor of the war and you survived your way to get here, can you please stand? Thank you. And if you are children, you are here seeking to find out who you are and what your identity is, please stand. If you were born here in the United States. Thank you. And this is why we did this. And so you can see we wanted to honor our people who fought so bravely for us. We wanted to honor those who traveled and survived. to get here, and then we also wanted to build and preserve for our future generations. So about 3 years ago, 10 of us got together to discuss an idea. And we knew that the 2015 marks an important milestone for our people. And after fighting and losing the secret war to protect our homeland in Laos, after crossing the Mekong River to live in squalor and limbo in the refugee camps in Thailand, after crossing the Pacific Ocean for a strange land, after 40 years, we felt we were starting to realize the American dream. But along the way, we began to lose the memories and stories of our Genesis and Exodus that have shaped who we are. The 10 of us were committed to collecting, recording, and exhibiting and sharing the stories of our people, but we had no funds. It was just a dream and an idea. So what did? We looked to ourselves first, and we said, if the 10 of us can write a check for $1,000 each, that would see the first $10,000 to jumpstart the project. So we each wrote a check for $10,000 each. And then what did? We said, let's go find 30 other people. We have friends. We've got to be able to find 30 other people that would believe in this project enough so that they can each give $1,000 each. So we went and we found 30 other people, and they were willing to give $1,000 each, and that was the first $40,000, and we became the Founding 40. And I really want to say the Founding 40, they gave on blind faith. We had nothing to show them. What you see behind you, what we gave them was just an idea and a dream. And they gave on blind faith and their faith in us. And so, if you're a Founding 40, could you please stand? Are any of our Founding 40 members here? Okay, so we have some around the room. Thank you. So for the past 3 years, these friends, our acquaintances and strangers from different regions of California, we've bonded into a very strong team. Some have come and gone, some have remained for the duration of the 3 years, some have joined and contributed their work and voice, giving their time and talents for the time being. But through it all, we have stayed united, and we truly exemplify what it meant to have teamwork. So can you imagine the team here from Merced was doing their part, the team from Fresno was doing some of their research and their part, and Sacramento was doing their part, and at the end, we had to bring it all together. And so it was this true belief and faith in one another that brought this exhibit to life. So united by our friendship through interdependence, each contributing a unique passion and talent to the project, each of us coming from different walks of life, but united by our love for past generations that made great sacrifices to bring us here, love for our own generation that struggle in painful confusion to find their identities, and love for future generations that would look to us for answers. United by the hope that our work will contribute to keeping our history and heritage alive. We are also united by the dream that Hmong Story 40 will inspire all people to overcome great obstacles in the future through learning from our past, which teaches that out of great tragedy comes great opportunity. So our team committed to the following, that this would be a community-based project. We were very intentional in involving youth and young adults in researching and conducting oral interviews of all our elders. The majority of the research that you will see behind me are not written by Stanford grads. This is not, and I want to emphasize again, this is not someone's dissertation. This work was done by our own young people, bridging with our elders. Our youth and young adults then connected and collaborated with college professors and scholars for feedback and revisions. And we wanted to ensure that in the planning and building of this exhibit, we brought generations of people together. And this is about transforming a generation of people. So as you go through the exhibit, you're gonna notice that there are imperfections. And we purposely left the imperfections there because it's what makes this exhibit perfect. It's the imperfections that are making this perfect. So you'll see errors, you'll see little mistakes there and here because some of it was written by very young people. And we thought about editing and making it perfect, but in the end, we thought it's the imperfections that makes this exhibit special. We were determined to avoid politics and blaming, and the goal behind this was to tell the Hmong story through those who lived and survived our history. And while there are research information, the information came from the people. The United States is a melting pot of many cultures. And it is in the blending of our differences that makes this country so great. And through this exhibit, we have strived to tell the Hmong story. But in the end, we realized that this isn't exclusively just a Hmong story, it's the American story. It is what has brought us all together. Our story is unique, and yet, like so many other immigrants, we all bleed the same way. So to end today, I'd like to leave you with very wise words from Anne Frank, who says, "How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world." And that was what we want to do with this project. We truly believe that the greatest gift that we can give is to give people back their history. And we hope that when you go through this exhibit, Hmong Story 40 connects our history to yours, and through that, we have built a bridge into your world. And only in building bridges of compassion and understanding that we will be able to build a better Fresno, a better Merced, a better Sacramento, a better world for our future generations. Thank you so much for being here today.
Let's take this time to acknowledge and thank